Yeah, that's right.
From Broken Love.
Yeah.
Welcome to Rocklahoma.
Thank you very much.
We just watched your performance. You guys are hot.
Thank you.
You have a wonderful voice.
Thank you very much.
Yeah. Tell us a bit about yourself.
I'm a 26-year-old man in a rock and roll band. I still live with my parents. I like to play guitar. I like to sing. I like to write songs, and I like to play rock and roll.
So did you start Broken Love?
I did, yeah.
Okay, all right. So are you writing all the songs right now?
Yes, I am. We actually just finished a new album.
Yes, and that is... What do you name the album?
Oh, it's not. It's officially not named yet. We're gonna put it out probably in the next year. Yeah.
Oh my
Prepared.
Well, that's wonderful.
Yeah.
So can you divulge the format or anything about what it's like?
I would say it's a little funkier, a little sexier, a little groovier than before. It's definitely a little bit more ambitious than our previous releases. You know, it's our third record, so I feel like you have to really make a conscious effort to do something different that time. The first two kind of like, I feel like the first record you have your whole life to write, and your second one comes like shortly after, and it's kind of evolving what the first record does. And then once you get to the third album, you better do something new, I feel. So hopefully we pulled that off. It's obviously not up to me to judge, so I'm really excited about it. I think it's really good.
So you were formed in Toronto?
Yeah.
Is that your home?
That's where I live,
Okay.
yeah.
Is that where you found your band mates?
Actually not. So my band is from New York City.
Okay.
Yeah, funny enough. We're like kind of based in New York and Toronto. We just kind of go in
So
between.
you recorded your last album in Brooklyn?
Our last record we did in Toronto, and then our first record we did in Brooklyn.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I saw the BRKN. I'm like, is it Brooklyn?
Yeah, you wouldn't be the first one to do that. Yeah.
So, Broken Love, I'm assuming, you know, that's love stage, romance is difficult. Is that what inspired the name?
Yeah, kind of. It's weird because like people try to like, you know, go into the meaning of what it is, but really what it was is I didn't have a name for the band when I signed the record deal, and what I ended up doing is I ended up writing down some of my favorite songs, my favorite albums on like a list, like a couple on the left side, a couple on the right side, and I started mix and matching like the first half of this song and then the back half of this album. And I ended up taking the Broken EP, 9 Inch Nails,
Yes.
and I took Interstate Love song, and I grabbed Love from that, and I was like, Broken Love. I'm like, wait, there's no way this isn't a band name already, and it wasn't, you know? So here we are.
I thought that too. I'm like, well, maybe the abbreviated Broken.
Yeah.
Maybe there was a Broken Love all spelled out.
Yeah. Well, the Broken EP kind of for that record, it's spelt a little different. You know, I don't think there's I don't know if there's not an E or an O, but like it's definitely not spelled like as, you know, it normally is.
Well,
Yeah.
So are you located in LA now?
I'm still in Toronto.
In Toronto? Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know where the LA came.
I used to live in LA.
You used to live in LA?
Yeah.
Okay.
Now I'm back in Toronto.
Oh my. So you've lived on each coast.
Coast to coast. Yeah.
Which coast is the best?
I like Toronto. I mean, that's always home. That's where my family's at. It's where my friends are. It's where I grew up, you know. So that's where my heart is. But I was just in LA like literally 5 days ago, and I got like LA fever again. I was like, ooh, maybe I should come back, you know. But I still love Toronto. That's still my place, you know.
Never been there. I've heard it's a beautiful city.
Yeah, it's great in the summertime, you know.
In the summer.
Yeah.
So you're touring in Canada soon.
Yeah.
Okay. Are you excited to get back up to the Great White North?
Yeah, it should be great. I mean, around this time of year, it's fun. You know, in the winter, it gets a little dodgy. It's kind of dangerous, you know, with the mountains and the ice and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, we actually start that tour in like 3 days or something. So we got to fly back tomorrow and just get rolling.
Good luck.
Yeah,
Good
thank
luck.
you.
Do you have a bigger following in Toronto?
I think we do, yeah. We've generally had more like radio success and all that kind of stuff in Canada. U.S. is kind of, you know, slowly following suit, but it's taken a little bit more time out here than up in Canada.
I think once you catch fire here, you're going to be fire here.
Oh, well, thank you. I appreciate
yeah,
that.
Really impressive, their sound.
Thank you.
So can I ask, what city in Canada has the biggest metalheads?
I think probably like Edmonton. I think.
Alberta?
Yeah.
Is that in the mountains?
Depends where you are. I mean, once you get to the edge of Calgary, that's where like Banff starts. But Edmonton is not a mountain city, but it's definitely a very rock and roll place. It's pretty like hard edge, like, you know, it's cold, it's dark, you know.
Yeah.
So people like heavy music out there. We've also had some of the craziest shows out there. So yeah, it's been bananas.
So can you tell me what singles are out now and about a little bit about it?
Right now, I guess we're not really servicing a single at the moment. I think the last song we put out must have been like maybe like almost a year ago. We put out, I think our last song was maybe called Under the Knife was the last single we put out from our last album called Black Box. We're actually putting out a song in September. It's September, isn't it? It is September. Oh, crap. All right, well, we're putting out a song actually in like a week or two.
Awesome.
That's actually a cover. I don't know how much I'm allowed to say about it yet, but I think it's really good. It's definitely very soulful, I would say.
That's exciting.
But yeah, should be cool.
So we'll look for it on at BRKN Love on all the social sites. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I'm excited. So if you're in the studio now or writing now?
I'm done actually.
You're done.
I just wrapped the record like a week ago.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
So you have to wait a year before you can release it?
I don't know. I mean, you know, like I have to pass it through like the chain of commands and see what everybody says, and you know, my label really hasn't heard the record yet, so I don't like to really let anybody listen to things until it's done.
Yeah.
So I'm waiting for it to get mixed right now.
Okay.
But yeah, I mean, it'll take a little bit of time until everybody kind of sits with it, but I feel like we'll probably have a single out from that record probably by the end of the year. You know, I'm looking at hopefully releasing the album sometime of the middle next year, maybe spring, you know, at the latest.
Are you involved with the mixing and producing?
The producing end, yeah, but not the mixing. I don't really know how to work all this stuff, you know, but I am definitely very hands-on with everything else.
What inspired the album?
I mean, I guess it's funny. So we had a lot of downtime at the beginning of the year because our last tour was in December, and then we did a thing called Shiprocked, if you've heard of that, and then I had like 5 months off. Can I swear? Can I swear? And I was sitting on my ass, and I felt like a big piece of shit, and I was like, you know what, I should probably start writing songs for my next album. I don't know when I'm going to do it, but I should probably just get a head start. So I actually temporarily moved down to Charleston, South Carolina, and moved in with my buddy there, and I just started like getting really inspired by like all these people we were meeting, and we were having a lot of crazy nights out, and the weather was gorgeous, and the scenery was great, and I just started writing the new record, and then I called my producer and was like, let's just put in the time. I know the record's not done, I haven't written all the songs yet, but let's just book the time. And that time was like 3 weeks ago. I flew to LA and I did it, but I don't know. I mean, I feel like this time around I felt a little more free, a little bit more like careless about like what people think about the band, because we've kind of already established a sound, I think, I would like to think, and I wanted to take some more liberties on this. So I just kind of let loose and just had fun and you know, try to do things that I really love instead of trying to serve other people's you know, idea of what we should be, you know.
Are you happy with it?
I think it's amazing. Fully biased, of course.
So, what's on the horizon other than your tour in Canada?
Yeah.
Your new album coming out. What are you aspiring to do next?
Well, you know, I mean, we're probably going to take a break at the end of this year. Our next tour finishes like early October, and I've been out for like 3 months now or something. I haven't been home, so I would like to take a little bit of a break, take a breather, you know, see my family for a bit, and then just start hitting it again next year, you know, probably back to the touring, just back to the same old song and dance. Hopefully the record comes out sometime around then and hits it really hard, and then, you know, I'm taking private planes and, you know, chilling on the tour bus with my big crew and all that stuff, so that's kind of where we're at. Yeah, that's what I hope.
What do you think of Rocklahoma?
I love it. I mean, it's our first time here. It's hot as hell. But so far, let's be real, I'm really just here for the Pantera show.
Well, it's been great talking with you.
Yeah, likewise.
Do you have any message for the fans or for UnRated?
Keep rocking. Be true to yourself, and never give up.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you.